What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. If you didn't know, now you know. Trying to wait for some people to get into the stream, start watching tonight's stream. Is basically my first stream as being a halfway monetized channel. Yep, this channel has finally done it. It has joined YouTube in monetization. It is all part of all my subscribers watching all the videos and subscribing to the channel. I couldn't have got this far without y'all. It has been a journey, that is for sure. As of this morning, quick wrench, I have reached over 3,000 watch hours. And that was enough to get it the channel halfway monetized. So I am now YouTube certified. Well, you still need 1,000 to get the ad revenue, but for like super chats and your membership, all you need is 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. To get the ad revenue, you still need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So we're still off on that, but as far as anything else, I can now put a YouTube store in place, uh, stuff like that, and I can get super chats. And if I ever decide, which is not decided just quite yet, I'm not really keen on turning channel memberships on just yet, but in due time, we'll see. I don't really see doing channel memberships because I'm not really live every week. Hey, David Carlisle, Quick Wrench Tool Junkie, hello. But we do have, I did send a link out to Mr. Boudreaux if he gets it. We'll see if he comes on or not. While the trailer's sitting in the shop, we've been down since Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Sat on the side of the road for a good 10, 12 hours waiting on a tow truck to come get the trailer. The back axle was throwing sparks out of it, so I couldn't drive any further with it. We had to pull the tires off the back axle and chain the axle up to kill the axle completely before it really did some damage. AE caught fire from wild sparks, so I managed to save the trailer before that happened, and been sitting here in Atlanta, Georgia for going on 2 days now. This petrol off of I-285 they're really slow. You only got a few mechanics that work here. The rest of them are tire and lube technicians. So, hey, Smitty, thanks for popping in. And if I'm still on, you're more than welcome to join in on the chat. I don't know how long I'm going to go. Depends on if I can get anybody in the panel and how many people I get start to get in the chat. But this week has really started off somewhat slow and somewhat bad because of trailer breakdown, trailer issues. But for anybody else that's just joining, I'll go ahead and reiterate why I'm streaming tonight. What's the purpose of it? And that is for channel has finally become the monetization of the channel has finally happened. So if there's anything y'all want to ask about trucking, I'll answer the best I can. Or tool related, I'll try to answer that the best I can. What tools a trucker might carry on his truck. Anything trucker related you can ask, I'll try to answer the best I can. But I am extremely proud of the channel, and it's given me something to be proud of, and all the help that my subscribers have given me. Even though if you're not subscribed to the channel, really consider hitting that subscribe button, because if it wasn't for you guys, the channel would not be as big as it is. It's not quite as big, but it's getting up there. It's slowly but surely climbing the hill. Hey, Corey Ute, thank you. I do believe in March we're going to hold a giveaway live stream. I'll get more details on that and narrow down a sizable giveaway for my subscribers. Some of the rules for that one will be you have to be in the chat that night to be eligible to win. And the prizes will be randomized. I'll get some of that stuff together. And then whenever I get that stuff narrowed down, then I will give more of a date on that. I'm going to start reaching out to more things for the channel, see if I can get some companies involved in the channel. And if you are watching this live stream, it's any company out there you want to reach out to me and do a partnership, you're more than welcome to. My email is in my about. You can always email me. I will do my best to get back with you, and we'll set something up. No, I'm not giving away a Volvo. that ain't that ain't happening. Hey, Diabolical. I may be willing to buy a long nose Pete diecast model car and put that in the prize package. That could be a something to put in the prize package. Like I said, that will happen in March. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel, ring that bell, turn on all notifications. That way you stay up to date for when that will happen. So that way you don't miss out on it. I am going to start trying to really put more videos on the channel. I know it's been lacking in videos the last couple months, the last month and a half. I just been letting the channel do its own thing, grow where it needs to grow. But I am going to start getting back on the videos again, posting more, uploading more, whether it be trucker related, tool related, how to related, anything I could possibly put on there that I think people will watch, I will do. Maybe try to get some interviews with some techs out here and see why they started their career and what they like about most of about their career. So we got some exciting stuff up ahead. Let's see here. Maybe get some more videos of different tool trucks again as I run into them out here on the road. Just remember, you don't really have to be a shop technician to get on a tool truck. Yes, tool trucks are basically more pointed toward your professional mechanic, but there's no rule against DIYer or a halfway mechanic that does it out of his own garage that he can't get on a tool truck and buy Snap-on Cornwell, Mac, and Matco tools. Don't be shy to go into pawn shops and looking for good, cheap tool truck branded tools. Everybody does it. You can find them in there for really good, cheap prices. No, they're not diabolical. There is some YouTubers or some mechanics that think DIYers are shouldn't get on tool trucks and buy Snap-on branded tools or tool truck branded tools. I don't follow that. As a consumer, I buy the stuff I want to buy. No, I won't. I won't name drop them. But how's everybody's weekends been? How's the beginning of the week for everybody? How's the beginning out for everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. Nah, I ain't never heard of you. So I ain't never heard nothing coming out like that from you. So shit, you got one of the best snap-on setups out there, if not the best snap-on set out there. I mean, your setup is badass. Put it that way. And it's well taken care of. That's for sure. Oh, okay. Someone's telling you can't buy tools off of tool trucks. That's like telling somebody you can't buy food from a certain restaurant, or telling a professional mechanic you can't buy tools from a big box store. You're only supposed to buy tool truck branded tools. It just don't jive. Or saying the Craftsman V series is pointed toward your professional mechanics. Why is the DIYer looking at those brand of boxes? Or why is a DIYer looking at a Snap-on brand, tool truck brand boxes? People buy the stuff they want to buy. I mean, whatever works for them, and if they got the whatever their budget is for, and whatever they want to buy with their budget, that's up to them. Hey, Budsville, USA. Thank you. DeWalt. I got some DeWalt stuff. Not much, but I got some DeWalt stuff. Well, I bet that costs some money. Which one, Diabolical? The one for Dale Lucid? Yeah, I agree with you there, Tarek. But somebody left a comment on my Craftsman V Series video saying that toolbox was pointed more toward the professional mechanic. I guess Craftsman. I guess all your tool brands has got their certain things like tools based towards your DIY or prosumer, and then they got their tool lines for like your professional mechanic. Diablo, I'm fresh out. Oh no, I like Diablo blades. They're not too bad. Hey, David Carlisle. Let me see if I can find that video from Dale Lucid, and I will post that that video in the chat for everybody to go check out. If you haven't already, go check this video out and try to help him out as much as we can. I mean, it's not really for him, but it is for him. Um, his in-laws recently lost their place to live. There it is. Thank you, David. They recently lost their place to live, and being where they lived at, they didn't really have a option for homeowners insurance, so they couldn't really do that. And they had some money set aside for emergency purposes, but the safe they had it in was supposed to be ready for fire, but it wasn't ready for fire, and they lost all that money. So after the stream, go over there and look at that stuff. Maybe if y'all can donate a little bit to them. That's why I love this. I love this YouTube community that we have. They try to help everybody out as much as they can. I don't know. What do y'all really think about the Diablo blades? Do y'all like them? Dislike them? Oh, have y'all ever used any of that stuff? Tell you how the blades not to buy, and that's that stuff from Harbor Freight. Those blades are junk. You wear them down within the first few minutes of use if they don't break on you. Oh, check this. The Snap-on or any tool trucks have saw blades. I know they got recip saws. 68 DeWalt blades on one vehicle. Good God. When a pack of five will cost you $50 for the pack, or $50 payments for the next 10 years. That's a joke. Right, I agree with you there. I don't. I mean, I'll buy their microfiber towels and stuff like that. Maybe the McGuire's truck wax. I'll buy that. Um, if I know I'm going to chew through like the sanding disc and stuff like that, I don't want to spend too much money on sanding disc, so I'll buy that for my grinder and stuff like that. Uh, I've used the grinding discs. I haven't really had a problem out of them, but from what people have said, they snap in half really easy. I've had it do that every once in a while if you're not watching how low the disc is. You can snap a disc in half, it'll go flying. You really got to watch that. So yeah, on a grinding disc, I would have probably advised buying them from somewhere else, but other than Harbor Freight. Hey, Biggie Fitz, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now I have used the saw blades for my bench for my table saw. The ones from Craftsman, I have used those. It's not too bad of a blade. For my circular saws, I use DeWalt blades. But if anybody knows my channel, I am not brand loyal to any brand. I use all sorts of brands. But as far as power tools, like drills and stuff like that, it's mainly Cobalt. That is the biggest battery line that I have. but I do have other battery loans. CGW discs. Hmm. Let's see if I can get some. Cajun Corn Hunter says he'll be here after he gets done eating, so gotta feed his face before he jumps on the panel. But what other brands does people use from the three box stores? I know Milwaukee's a big hit. Some people use my Ryobi. I don't have really anything from Ryobi but a mm, I think the only thing Ryobi I have is a third one of those laser pointed meters. That's about it from Ryobi. Other than that, I don't buy it. I do have some old. Well, it's not really old, but I got Black and Decker. Probably gonna be getting rid of that. I got DeWalt. I got Master Force. I've got Craftsman stuff. Um, I got Metabo HPT grinder. I do have some. I do have a couple things from Hercules. They're not. It's not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it'll get you out of a pinch if you need it. I guess it's Harbor Freight's there to get you out of a pinch if you really need something badly enough. Or if you are a mechanic on a budget and don't really want to spend the high dollar on toolboxes and tools, I mean, the big box stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, even Harbor Freight. I wouldn't advise Walmart, even though some of their heart stuff is. I hear people say it's pretty decent. I don't know. I ain't never really used none of that stuff. Um, some of your hyper tough pry bars are USA made. I believe the makers from those is Wild Tools, but your Icon breaker bar that Harbor Freight has is, I do believe, is rebranded from Mayhew. Hell, even some of the stuff that the truck stop have, like your Road Pro brand tools. I mean, I've been using those since day one. I've been in the trucking industry for going on 10 years now, and I bought those tools almost 10 years ago, and I haven't broken none of them yet. And they've had some good torque put on them. Haven't broken the jaws. Haven't really done anything to them. I mean, they've lasted the test of time. If anybody's seen my trucker's toolbox, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's see who else is on tonight. Um, let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna send a few more links out. Link, 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 link. See if I can get some more panel members up here. Let's see. Let's send one to him. This one. See if we can get somebody up on panel while we're waiting on the other person to show up. I don't know, what does everybody think of slow shops when they take all day to work on the vehicles? Or if you go into a shop and you see them just lounging around, not working on vehicles when they got stuff to work on. How do y'all really react to that kind of stuff? especially when it hurts your overall budget, when it costs you money for downtime. Because if everybody knows when a trucker is down, if his wheels ain't turning, he ain't making money. That's why it's very important, whether you're a company driver, if you're a company driver, make sure you're doing your pre-trips and your post-trips. Try to catch the stuff before it happens, before you get out on that road and potentially kill somebody, blow a tire, and that tire goes flying in the air, hits somebody, crushes somebody's windshield, or hits the front of their car, or doing whatever. I mean, especially these super singles that you got on these trucks and trailers. You blow a super single, you're pretty much dead in the water. You blow a dual, you could potentially limp it to a shop to get it fixed. But you blow that super single, it could do some real damage to your vehicle. I've blown I've blown a couple super singles in my career. First time I did it, it destroyed the side skirt of the truck. It completely bent three snow chain arms on a snow chain box completely down. It almost took out one of the fuel tank hangers. I mean, that could have really been bad. And before I left the yard, I told the shop that tire needed to be changed, and they said it didn't. Well, get about 5, 10 miles up the road, and you hear a big pow, like a shotgun going off, and look in the rear view mirror, and guess what? I got a blown super single. So I had to get on the side of the road, wait for roadside service to come out to replace the tire and the rim. And I had to turn around and go back to the yard and get body done work to the truck. So it wound up costing them a lot of money when all they had to do in the first place was re- replace the tire I asked them to replace. Needless to say, that mechanic lost his job. They fired him. I know a guy who works at TA near Alda, Nebraska. Hates working with those two. Yeah, those damn tires are heavy. Then you add a rim onto it. Yeah, it gets you're probably what looking at about anywhere from 75 to 150 pounds, if not more. Chances are they don't have anything in the shop to fix so much. Yeah, that is very true. A lot of your parts are all in back order, and they have to wait for parts to come in from different shops, or they got to go get parts. And I guess a lot of these big diesel shops like this, they need mechanics. Not a lot of people want to work on these big trucks anymore, especially in your big truck stops like the TAs and the Petros. I don't know how well the truck stops treat their mechanics. I mean, some of them love it, some of them don't. They probably would have, but the trailer we're hauling is going to Houston. It's got a load on it, and they would have to get a hold of the customer to get approval to pop the seal and cross dock, take the product off of this trailer and put it onto a new one to continue on down the road. I mean, they have a yard here in Atlanta. We could do that, but they haven't said anything about that just yet. I think if it comes down to it and we're still having the same problem by tomorrow, we're going to start really putting the screws to them and getting this stuff done that way. Yeah, some of these shops out here really do have problems getting help. And I mean, looking at these shops nowadays, they don't really have a lot of mechanics in there anymore. I mean, like this one today had two mechanics. The rest of them are lube tire technicians at best. But all your seasoned techs, I mean, they're starting to get out of the industry, retire and getting away from it. But in the future, I mean, if it really does come down to it, you're going to have automated trucks anyway, where these trucks pretty much drive themselves. But will there be a need for the driver anymore? I mean, I would say yes, because there's certain things that truck can't do, like handle the paperwork. Well, I guess they could handle the paperwork if it's all computer generated. And if the computer's well off enough, I mean, it can back the truck in. They'll have to come up with a way to get the doors open, like put that on a computer simulated system. But could they actually do that? And at times, I guarantee you, they're going to have problems with the computers because even today's computer technology, you have problems with it. It's a love-hate relationship with computer systems these days. You love to hate them and hate to love them. I mean, it's true. I deal with computers every day. It's the logbooks are now tablets. That is a legit tablet. I mean, I can view YouTube on this. Yeah, some of your companies they still have the old Omnitrack system, uh, the older logbook stuff. But that right there is what we deal with nowadays. I'll be going down the road at night. That thing will just reset itself. And then I'll have to stop, log back into it. I mean, it's more trouble than it's worth. It really is. It's more trouble than it's worth. I don't know. I won't be in this. I don't think I'm going to be in this industry within the next 2 to 3 years. I'll be leaving this industry. I don't know. I've got a niche for wanting to become a professional mechanic. I wish I would have, almost wish I would have got into that part of the industry many, many years ago. But I guess the old saying is better late than never, right? That's one field I really have utmost respect for now, and that is the mechanic field. I see what they go through. I see what the stuff they have to buy. I see the money they have to spend on this, on all the stuff they need to do their job with. I mean, $12,000 for a computer to run diagnostics and stuff like that. It it, it gets expensive for the mechanic. It gets expensive for shop owners. Then if you really want to have the right tools, I mean, I'm not saying the big box brands ain't the right stuff to use. Not saying that whatsoever. But most of you professional mechanics, they prefer the tool truck brand tools because they get the service from the tool trucks that you can't really get from the big box stores. The downside to that is the tool truck only comes once a week. Or if you have that relationship with your tool dealer, and you have his personal phone number and he lives close to you and he allows you to come to him, or he'll come to you, that could be a plus for the mechanic if they break a tool or if they need something else and they don't want to go to Harbor Freight or the big box stores. I don't know, ever since I've used one type of ratchet, it's more of my go-to ratchets, and that's the snap-on ratchets. I mean, they're bar none some of the best ratchets out there. Quick wrench ain't well. I won't call you a tech. I'll call you a mechanic. But what are some of the other brand tools that mechanics really depend on to do their jobs? Could a professional mechanic get by without tool trucks? That's the big question. Would a professional mechanic want to get by without tool trucks? Or what if their only option was to buy out of the big box stores? Would you continue being a tech or a mechanic? So let's say all four of your tool truck brands, they just dropped off the face of the earth. Would you want to continue being a mechanic in a professional shop? Which I don't ever see Snap-on being disbanded because that's one of your biggest brands out there. I know Matco, the only thing they make is their toolboxes. They have pretty much all their tools are rebranded stuff. Mac is owned by Stanley Black and Decker, so their tools are pretty much I wouldn't say 100% rebranded, but I would say 75 to 80% of their tools are rebranded. Cornwell, I haven't really used too much Cornwell. Me, it's not the brand of the tools you use, it's the knowledge, always learning with these newer vehicles. Oh, yeah. With the EV stuff coming out, and the computer generated stuff, I mean, that's just a whole new setup of tools that mechanics have got to buy. And they've got to go get the training that they need to be able to work on the vehicles. I don't know. I guess it could really be a big headache and be rather expensive. I mean, didn't Snap-on just come out with a new scan tool that costs you about 12,000? And how well is the warranty on that? Come with a limited warranty, like a 2 or 3 year warranty, or come with or does it come with a lifetime warranty? Quick wrench, I did send you a link if you want to jump on panel. Better to buy a good launch and a 4 channel Pico scope over a Snap-on Zeus Plus. Okay. Damn, you're still at work? 9 o'clock at night? God. Must have been a long day. What does everybody think of the brand Vivor? Is it more pointed towards your DIYer, your prosumer, or is it pointed towards your professional? Rear main seal on all-wheel drive Equinox, trying to finish up. Oh wow! Rear main and removing intake to clean the PVC out. Paste. Oh yeah, big job. Rear main seal, good. Good God, that takes a while. Ask me how I know, especially when you're trying to do it on the ground and you don't have a lift. I did a rear main seal on a Silverado last year. That was fun. I don't know. I guess I just enjoy working on my own vehicle now. You know, I buy the tools. You might as well use them. Who the hell is that? Well, we forgot our first super chat. Here's the 97 cents after YouTube cuts over course. Of yeah. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, they got to take their part of it. But of course, if any super chats like that, and if I receive any of it, it's going to go right back into the channel. Whether it pays for the stickers or pays for the stickers, or if I buy tools with it, pays for the giveaways. Have about 20 minutes left on it. Almost done. Started at 2 p.m. This is a pain in the ass compared to a Chevy 4x4. Yeah, that's the big advantage. You have a hoist. Okay, Ken, go watch paint dry then. Oh, that's right. You watch paint dry daily because you're a body shop man. Right? Ain't that the truth? Yep. So what are you working on this week, Ken? And the Vivor stud welder I have for work is good so far. Only time will tell. Yeah. Full restoration on it? You shooting any content on it while you working on it? Texas got one less on this. I finally worked today. I don't know. I don't talk to that certain person anymore. I don't follow the page anymore. That one's a waste of time. After that stuff happened back last year, I just prefer not to talk to them. No, it's not a full restore. Most of my videos on it are on TikTok. I did include it in one of my. Okay. Oh, yeah. Someone sent you an email about the bum. I don't know. He does his thing. I do mine. Hey, Adam. Uh-oh. We got somebody down here in the backstage area. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Mr. Country Mile Garage Theo.
What up?
I don't know. First live stream being monetized.
Well, I saw that. Congratulations, my man. That is
Thank,
awesome.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Dancing, hello.
Well, I saw you were on, and we had a little birthday boy today, so we just got that wrapped up. And I'm like, well, I saw you being on by yourself. I'm like, well, let's give him some company.
Oh yeah, I see you got that big 4x4 behind you.
Yeah, it's off the ground quite a bit. Here, let's see if I can show you.
Oh, I thought it stood that tall. Like, good God.
Well, I need to pull the transmission out, and I ain't got no lift that's big enough. So the way I do it is I lift the front end all the way off the ground, and then that way I can slide the transmission out from underneath it. Otherwise, you hang up
Hmm.
on the frame rails. So
Yeah, I hated that when I couldn't get the Silverado up off the ground far enough to get the transmission completely out. So when I was down there underneath it, trying to work on the rear main, I had the transmission on the right side of me with
yeah,
enough room to maneuver, but it was still a little bit of a pain.
that's right, Scott. Ken, how are you? Dancing? I saw Adam coming by here too.
Hmm.
Or saw Adam in here. Yep, Adam, Scott. Who else? David, Dave. How's everybody doing tonight?
All the
All
cool
the cool
cats are here.
cats
You
are
better
here.
believe it.
That's right, dancing.
We got to be on this one. Hey, Brandon.
Brandon, Fitz, how are you? So, what did you have going on yesterday? You said you had troubles with your trailer?
Yeah, hang on. I'll show you.
Ruh-roh.
It's sitting over there in the bay being worked on.
It looks like it's sitting a little cattywampus.
Yeah, the back of it, the back axle is up on jack stands.
Ah,
They're getting ready to start tearing into it tonight. They didn't have no mechanics on duty last night, so they didn't get to it last night. The mechanics didn't come in until today.
gotcha.
I sat on I sat on side of the road Saturday into Sunday morning for 12 hours
Wow.
because of the axle throwing sparks.
Yeah. Hey, Jamie, how are you?
Hey, Jamie.
So, did they have to tow you?
Yeah, we finally got the tow truck driver out there. Um, we had to also get somebody else out there to pull the tires off so the tow truck driver could chain the axles up to kill the axle completely
Yeah.
so it wouldn't rotate. Well, the first guy they called out there, his air compressor didn't work, his strobes didn't work on his truck, nothing. He wasn't ready to work at all. I don't even know why they sent that guy out. He couldn't do anything. The second guy, he came out, he had almost all the right stuff to do it,
You need to get yourself one of these.
right? Um, he had everything almost besides the chains. He didn't have no chains on his truck to chain the axles up. The third guy came out before the tow truck got there, and we had to wait on a tow truck to get back to get there. Well, he pulled one off, and we thought we were good to go. The tow truck lifted the trailer up off the ground from the front, and it started leaning towards the right. So we had to call the mechanic back out there to get the other side off. So it would stabilize the load.
Yeah.
Hey Shannon,
Well, were the wheel bearings fucked up on it then, or what?
we think it's the rear bearings. They won't know really for sure until they tear into it.
Yeah.
Which this load was due last night in Houston that we have in that trailer, but it ain't gonna make it. It didn't make it. Good thing they're going to start working on it tonight because if not, I was just going to have them put the tires and stuff back on it, drag it 2 miles up the road to the yard they have here in Atlanta, cross dock and get all the product
Yeah.
off of this trailer and put it onto another one. So we'll see how well it goes. This shop is extremely slow. Oh, we get breakdown pay, Dancing. I think it's like $175 a day.
Well, it's better than
So
nothing.
just as
Not a whole lot, but
yeah, we'll see,
Scott
Scott.
says
If they
you're going to cross dock. I'll take that bet.
we will see. Roadside, my fleet manager hasn't said anything about it yet. So, but I almost guarantee if it's still sitting in the shop tomorrow, they'll tell them to slap everything back on it, leave it how it is, and we'll just go over there and cross dock the trailer. Cleaning my garage, taking enough out of the garage and putting it on the trailer. Then I rolled the whole mess back in, closed the doors, and went. Yeah. So you took some stuff out of the garage, just put it on a trailer, put the trailer in the garage, and just close the doors on it. Want to bet you would learn to hate Volvo trucks. I don't hate them. If the truck was still running, we'd probably still be running it. But
Hey,
Shannon wants
Shannon,
to know.
that one there needs a tranny swap. Tranny's sitting right there on the cart, ready to go. But I found out today it's the wrong tranny, so I got to pull the guts out of that one, put it in the other case. Yeah. Oh well. Can't win them all.
Is it rusting his lift or ramming, as they say?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's all right. It's unbelievable how hard it is to find a used transmission for these trucks because I guess everybody blows the transmissions out. So,
hmm
but this, I guess, 2004 and a half was the break for a manual kickdown cable or the electric TTVA, and that one has this one. The truck has the electric TTVA, which is your transmission torque, uh, whatever else it is, throttle,
hmm
transmission throttle, It's basically an electrical version of the old kickdown cable.
Hmm.
So so you need two bowl holes in the bell housing or in the body of the casing to bolt that down to it, and this one doesn't have it. They're identical transmissions. I mean, they'll fit right on the manual kickdown part. So it's just the case that I got that I need. So
Hmm. I don't know. When I first got my wife, she had a 2000 Dodge Dakota 4x4. It was the Sport Edition with the big V8 in it. It was a nice little truck.
well, I kind of want to avoid that, Jamie. But we'll see. Well, I'm going to take the whole clutch packs out because on the end of the day, that way it don't cost too much. If I got to rebuild the whole transmission, I mean, I need to order the parts first, and then I have never rebuilt a 48 RE, so I already know what that means. That means I'm going to be slow because I'll take
Hmm.
my time.
I don't know when the transmission went out on the Silverado, I had it only paid 2,500 for a new one or a good used one, good new used one.
Yeah,
So,
but I'll check them out and see how they look. If they look good, I mean, this that transmission is supposed to be in really good shape. So,
hmm.
and if you just swap the guts out, it's not that hard. If you got to rebuild them, that means you got to take them all apart, take every clutch pack, all that shit out. Then you got to put all new seals and bearings and whatnots in it and clutch packs. That's just going to take a lot more work. Just swapping the guts out, that means nothing. So
Right.
that will be pretty
Well,
easy.
make sure you got a clean work surface too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just put a bunch of pick mat down on the wooden workbench here. That's how I do that. So
Mhm. All righty, we got our third person down. Well, our second person down in the basement here. None other than the mouth of the South, aka Boudreaux, Cajun Point Hunter.
hey, Boo, how are you? Long time no
What?
see, bud.
Yeah, long time no see. What's up, Kuzan? Hello, everybody in the
Hey,
chat. Shannon, Anthony, Briggs, Miss Jamie, dancing.
hey,
Ooh,
Anthony.
Oh, Jamie says, turns out it wasn't the starter needing replaced. It was the park safety switch. Yep.
hey, Johnny. Oh, Johnny's in the house. Say hi, Johnny.
Johnny,
Hey, John. Hey, country.
Hey, hey,
Yeah,
what's
I'm
Johnny.
new,
here.
Johnny?
Hey, ask Johnny how much the engine is at the junkyard. Theo.
Hey, Johnny, how much is an engine at the junkyard?
I called one junkyard. They wanted 1,300. I called another junkyard. They wanted 1,600.
Whew.
Wow.
I
Well,
called one today. The one at the racetrack. I think I mentioned it last night. It used to be a racetrack, dragsters,
Oh yeah,
Dupuis,
yeah.
1,000.
They're getting better.
Yeah, getting lower.
well, you saw. Well, you saw what we showed you yesterday. So,
Yeah, 750 and
seven,
800
yeah,
on eBay.
750, 800.
Warranty,
Yes, the one.
guaranteed,
Yeah,
and
that one.
shipped to your house.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one
hard.
had 6 months warranty on it.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
No,
yeah.
that's not bad at all.
explain how this new monetization works. Anyone up on the panel will donate $100, or you can pick
I
the
can
ten
pick
dollar
the
a month
$10
plan.
month
Make your check
plan
payable.
with the raising
Your
cage.
raising.
The thing better about super chats, even better than a super chat, keep, buy, if anybody wants to donate big, don't make a nice size donation, just go ahead and do this. Do a $3 super sticker, a $2 super sticker, the little thing that dances around like that, and then send the rest that you want to send him to PayPal. That way he gets it right away instead of 2 months from now. If he gets $200 in super chats tonight, he'll get a check next month on the 21st. If he gets it before the
it,
30th, I think.
it's just good that the channel is now halfway monetized.
That'll work.
It, it,
Congratulations.
it it's been a long time waiting, but it was well worth the wait.
Yeah, it just takes time, man. That's all it
Uh
is.
huh.
It takes time and patience, and stick to it. And
Got to stick to it. Well, the channel's come this far.
right.
Miss Jamie said, Anthony, it turns out to be the starters under the intake. I seen a picture with that on it. And he said, what engineer designed this? Starter under the intake. Somebody put a starter, took off the intake and put a starter in there.
Hey, that's better than
Yeah,
a starter in a transmission.
yeah, that's true.
That means you got to pull the transmission in order to replace the starter.
My starter's connected to one of the sides of the transmission. It's
Yeah,
a
bet.
tight squeeze.
I can't remember which one that was. I saw a picture of it, and the starter was mounted inside the bell housing of the transmission.
Oh, the bell
Damn.
housing. Okay.
Hmm.
I remember doing oil changes on Chevy trucks years ago, and there was two bolts underneath,
Yep.
straight up in the block. You just
Yep.
undid them two bolts, pull the starter.
You'd be very surprised.
Yo, look at that shit.
One thing is for sure, Boo, they don't make them like that no more.
What is that?
Mhm.
Engines, file Jeeps?
Engines and transmission for sale, 100% guaranteed, $190.
Oh,
That's
A,
a
y-
scam.
a yard full of them. I would say that's a scam. Where's it
That's a
at?
scam.
I was just looking in the boat. I wanted you to see it. I didn't read it yet.
Katuska, Louisiana, Laplace.
There you go.
That's a lot of motor. That's not far from
Starter
here.
under the intake. It is a 2 hour swap. They say. I could see that on a 5 speed, but on an automatic that would stink, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Anthony.
Well, your audio's something happened between last night and today. Your audio is a lot better, Theo. I mean, it got blaring loud.
Too loud?
Mhm.
No, I'm not saying too loud, but it's loud. It's picking up your furnace, which it probably would
North
do that anyway
Star
on
has.
on your volume on 170.
Hey, Jamie, I agree with you. I would rather pull an automatic transmission than a manual, too. Because manuals intend to be fucking heavy and bigger than automatics.
Hey, Pat CB.
Hey, Pat CB.
Hey,
Pat,
Dave.
what's going on?
Quick wrench.
Would you rather pull one with with a transfer case or without the transfer case?
Oh, you got to pull that transfer case.
What I was
And,
saying, what I was asking, would you pull? Would you rather pull a transmission with a transfer case or without a transfer case?
well, that means it's two-wheel drive.
Uh huh.
Well, two-wheel drive is always easier. It's only one drive shaft and no transfer case to deal with.
Thank you, Pat. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try like hell every week to have either a short live stream or a long live stream. I'm really gonna try to have one every week.
Good.
And it probably won't be on the same day, but
Now, do you have the option of the super thanks in the videos? Being
I
that
believe
you
so.
know you got partial monetization, look that up. The super thanks. Later, and you can add
Uh,
that to your videos. The people it used to show it because I've got it, but you got to click on the three dots like to report or whatever. Report flag the video. But that's where the super thanks is. That used to be underneath next to the three dots. Now people got to look for it. They don't know it's there. A lot of people don't know you can donate a super chat on a video.
Really?
huh.
I didn't
I
know
didn't
that.
even know.
Yeah, yeah. It's called super thanks. Uh, See, you monetize, Theo, so you have it. You have it. You just need to turn it on.
I don't
It's
know.
in your monetization in your studio.
Okay.
That's the thing it's under. Damn old train.
I think the only thing I turned on was super chats and stuff like that. I didn't turn on memberships. I don't know if I will.
What's the advantage for a membership?
It's
You have
just an extra
members.
perk for. It's just an extra perk for them. I mean, if they pay the monthly fee, you put
Yeah,
extra stuff in there for them to see only, or you have member only streams, stuff like that.
yeah. You can have a stream members only, or members only giveaway, or uh,
Mhm.
memberships. They pay like you got different tiers, and you can give them access to certain emojis. You look under the emojis like for your channel, and you pick out or you make your own, what have you. And then usually people channels that have membership and that has members, they make a video just for members only or like Patreon members only. There's a few channels that do that, and it's extra stuff. Like, say, if you're a mechanic and you want to show this new tip you found, but you do it only to your members, you know, like that. And then a month later, it comes out on your regular. You put it on your regular YouTube channel,
Gotcha.
a regular video, not
Oh, so
for
you can
everybody.
basically let them, just like I got, X amount of videos always scheduled out, so they can go ahead and see those right away then, or what?
Like a video, yeah. If you make
Yeah.
a video and you put it for members only, your members get to see it first,
Oh,
and then you can put it as a regular video a month later, and then your other subscribers see the video.
right. I may have to look into that. Like I said, I always schedule out anyway. So, right now actually, right now I'm scheduled out through February. So, and I still got
Mister
a couple
Mister
more videos on the pencil, in the pencil that I want to make. And
Mister Carson's lab. He's an electronic genius. Okay, ask Johnny. This guy invents circuits and stuff like for test equipment for the bench, and it's Patreon members only though. It's $2 a month. His starts at $2, but you get access to all the schematics, the board layouts, You can print the board layouts. You can etch your board, and then build this piece of test equipment yourself.
That the one that makes all that test stuff out of LED bulbs?
And all, yeah, yeah. He's got the LED bulbs for the forecast on the caps and all that. Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy's a genius. He does work for. He lives in Canada, not far from the border, U.S. border, but he does work for certain people, okay, government, and he doesn't talk a lot about what he does, but he's
That's for sure.
like space missions. He invents shit for the space missions and stuff like that. Creates stuff.
Hey, Sergio.
Sergio.
Hey, a long time no seen, bud. How you been?
Sergio, what's going on, brother?
But so he has Patreon. He doesn't have memberships, but he has Patreon, which is about the same thing on a different platform, though.
Yeah.
And he puts out videos for his Patreon members, and sometimes that video go to the regular YouTube part a month or two later, but the stuff, his test equipment, that stays in Patreon on that platform.
Is that is that true?
He's got a Camaro, I think.
See what I Scott?
new
What
Camaro.
that's the vehicle I buy to flip because I'm afraid if I buy a Ford or a Chevy and it's too nice, I want to keep it. But I know if I buy a Chrysler product or a Mopar or whatever, I never have to worry about it. I don't want to keep it.
Mr. Carlson's got a Camaro with the engine that he took out and
Hey,
cammed it out.
good night, Jamie.
Night, Jamie.
Good night, Jamie.
He cammed out and hopped up himself. Guy's an awesome mechanic too.
Night,
And
Jamie. Thanks for popping
naturally,
in.
it's not going to pass emissions. Well, he invented a little black box that goes on his engine, and it fools the emission tests at the DMVs, whatever they call them in Canada.
Oh, so you used to work for Volkswagen then? Wasn't Volkswagen that had to recall a bunch of their vehicles because
Really?
they couldn't pass emissions?
Really? I didn't know that.
I think Ford
No, he don't
Explorer
work for
has
Volkswagen.
a major recall on all their between the years of I think it's the late 2000s all the way up to the like 2016 or 2017 Ford Explorers for their windshield, something for the windshield.
Are they still on the road from 2002?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
I
around
think
here,
something
we call them Ford Exploders.
I think something was coming loose on the windshield and it was causing accidents or something like that.
Yeah, the windshield is the windshield is a minor problem with them Ford Exploders.
Ford Explorers.
Yeah, pieces of shit. That's what they are.
I don't know.
I own
did. I
several. I
was.
have owned several of them in my life because, at the end of the day, I am a Ford fan. But stay away from Ford when it comes to gassers and whatnot.
My first wife had a Ford Explorer,
Yeah. What year?
and that early 2000s model.
Yeah. Guaranteed
It
treat.
was pretty. It was pretty
Guaranteed
good on
treats
gas.
transmission on it at least once.
Nope.
Except rail.
They
and
didn't drive.
Felties.
They didn't drive much.
Felties
No, we
coin.
drove that thing cross
Okay.
country numerous times. We even
Oh,
drug a
got a
trailer
raid.
behind it.
Oh, Shannon said daughter just got an exploder.
Got a raid coming in from Scrapping,
Oh.
Hoarding, Tinkering, and Fun. Shit hit the fan. What's up,
Filthy
Scrapping?
Coin, Salty Badger, Scrapping,
Silver
Port,
Unicorn.
Secret. Everybody, welcome.
Raid, that's awesome,
Yeah.
guys. That is awesome.
That is really cool.
That's right, David.
Irene, Silver Stars, what's up? How you doing, chat? Slap that thumbs up.
Yeah, make sure you hit that
Uh-huh.
like button, everybody. Sure,
Fucking
reaching
smash
some
that like
support.
button. I tell you, this community and other communities alike, I mean, when they show support, they show support.
Oh yeah. Yeah, them coin channels, they give raids all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, how you doing there, Miss Irene Silver Stars?
Oh, Shannon says it 2012 or 15. Can't remember. Oh, okay. So those are a lot newer. Yeah, I
I
think they
think
I think they
Tarek,
didn't have near as many problems with those, but
it's 2013 to 19, only a handful have problems, but they all want all to be checked out. Yeah, I thought it was something about the trim. That's why
yeah,
I set the
true.
windshield. Welcome, Raiders. The only rules is no politics. Try to try to keep the profanity down. I mean, if
Uh
it
oh.
slips, it slips. But I don't know if anybody has any children in the background, so we're trying to keep it family friendly for the children.
That's
Yeah,
right,
make sure
Rail.
you subscribe to the channel.
Fort makes good rear ends. And they also make heated tailgates, right? So that way you can keep your hands warm in the winter when you have to push it.
I gotta go lean
No
off the dock.
politics.
Well, don't, hey,
I'll be
don't,
back.
don't lean too hard.
I might have
Don't
to hang
fall
off
in.
the dock. I might have to hang off the dock. I'll leave the mic on in case Johnny wants to say something.
Hey, Johnny, you want to say something?
I don't know what to say.
I ain't coming along on your Jeep, bud.
Uh huh. Well, for one
Working on
thing,
a
I'm
oh 08.
officially retired.
Oh, really?
Working on an '08 F450 with Cummins and Allison Trans. Best of all big three. Yeah, I got a couple Cummins swap vehicles myself, Salty.
Hmm.
But I really like my stick shifts though when it comes to especially for towing.
Yeah, when I first started my career, that's what I was driving a manual truck. But as a lot of people know, a lot of these bigger companies, a lot of these mega companies, they're going all automatics. I would rather be driving a manual truck, but unfortunately, I drive what they give me.
Yeah, I remember those old days on the farm. You get, you're the kid, you're the youngest one, so you get the shittiest truck they got. Always got to fight some of them gears and that whole transmission. Oh, some of them could be such a pain in the rear. I tell you what. And the only thing you do is and just didn't want to take,
Right?
clutch it,
Then
RPMing it, and none of it would work. And they have to shift all the way back and then get back up to speed.
thank you,
Some
Silver
of those
Unicorn, for
older
coming
trucks
in.
really make you work for it.
Hmm.
My company went with Volvo and autos. Yep.
The 760 is not a recommended Volvo. The 860, if you want to get just some kind of a truck, you don't want to get too far into debt with trucks. The 860 Volvos, they got a lot of room in them. They drive somewhat nice. I mean, that's the only one I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend any other one. Otherwise, it's long nose Pete's or the W9s or something
Hey,
like that.
hey, the best truck
The
I ever drove and owned was a an army truck, just like
Mhm.
was I mean it looked just like a semi truck, only then an army truck. Man, that thing was nice. That had a Cummins big 400 big cam in it and had an automatic in it. Man, that thing was nice.
Mhm. I don't know. My favorite truck to drive is the Kenworth T680. That's pretty much the truck I drove pretty much my whole career.
I remember being in an old beat the crap Chevy in one of my.
Yeah,
Oh
back.
golly, Sergio.
Oh.
In the nuts. Hey Sergio, did you get a stick in between your nuts?
That's funny.
Damn. Damn.
uh,
Ooh, Sergio, I'm sorry. You get that
well,
truck.
yeah.
That truck gave you a nut check.
That truck was a nut job.
Yeah, it gave you a really good nut check. First truck I drove were dump trucks with pups. The gear shifter had beer tap handles as a knob. Oh man, that sucks.
I was like 13 at the time. Yeah, you missed it, boo. We were talking about nut jobs.
Here you
He ain't paying attention.
go. Out here, they drive semis on the muddy back roads. It's nuts. Yeah, I had to pick up from a Amish shipper, and to get to their house was a muddy road. Try driving a big semi tractor trailer on a muddy road. Yeah, I wasn't stopping for nothing.
I wouldn't
I just
either.
put it to the floor and I just went. When I got back to the yard, when the load was off the trailer, when I got back to the yard, it took me 3 hours to clean off all the mud off my truck.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Well, I guess Sergio can
Dang.
relate to the nuts part then.
The nuts.
Here, here you go.
Hit me in the nuts. Oh, it gave you the blue nuts. Yeah. Me and my blue nuts. Me and my blue balls.
I've heard of Diamond Rio trucks, but never Jim Tucks and Chili Holland family jewels.
Jim trucks. Yeah, Jim.
Full wave wrecked.
There he is. That's who
Hello.
called me. That's who called me just now. Where you at? Raising Cajun Garage. Come on over. I'll be there in a minute.
I tell you what, Diamond Rio, that was something else back in the day.
Right.
Remember the old Diamond Rios and the old auto cars?
Oh, auto cars
Mm-hmm.
with a 6 and a 4 or a 5 and a 4 transmission. Two sticks.
Yep. See, yep.
5
Yep.
and a
Yep.
4. You got to shift down with both hands
Yep.
sometimes.
My brother had an old Chevy stepside truck years ago with the shift on the column, and it was all wore out. So we pulled all that out, and I put a stick shift kit in there for him, and the shift pattern was backwards.
Yeah.
But he got used to driving it like that till he threw a rod on him.
Well, I tell you what, them auto cars, them well, 5 and a 4s or 6 and a 4.
Mhm.
Buddy mine had one in his KW, and he had a what was that engine? It's like a Cummins. Uh, dog, and I forget the name of those engines. They were powerful. Anyway, I had a letter and a number to him. I think LT 42 or LT 4 or
I don't know.
I think they were made by Cummins. Or they had something to do with Cummins, I think. Anyway, that 5 and a 4, man, you talk about that's geared down. You can,
Hmm.
I mean, you talk about grandma gear, granny gears. Those are grandpa and great grandpa and great great grandpa gears in those. But that's for hauling heavy
Well, that's
equipment.
what they were for.
Yeah.
They
Hmm.
were for very heavy loads, and a lot of them were used for dump trucks and whatnot.
Yeah. Like them big earth movers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
They gear down kind of low to
Well,
get
yeah, I
started.
got stuck. I got stuck in one of those. When I was half my age. Boss man says, "Go ahead and get in there and get her done." And I'm
Does
like,
KT 450 sound right to you? KT 450s. That was that engine. KT 450s. That's what he had in that KW. Now I know a few truck drivers like Polar Bear Ed and them guys, his son, and Twisted V Twin Racing. Mark and Sandy. You know Mark. Twisted V Twin
Hmm.
Garage.
"Mm-mm."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's came in your lives already and said hi, and I said, "Hey, that's the guy I was talking about, Mark and Sandy." Anyway, him and Polar Bear Ed, they race. I mean, they do them tractor pulls together. They don't live. They live like 15 minutes from each other in Ohio. Well, Mark knows the engine I'm talking about. It's a KT 450. Had something to do with Cummins. That's some powerful engines, man. Especially and then you got them Jake brakes in on them. Talk about make some noise when you
Mhm.
let off the accelerator pedal.
Shannon says drove an auto car with a 13 speed and a splitter.
Oh, yeah, all your 13s got splitter. Yeah. Well, that's what
I
my
remember.
I
Western
drove
Star. That's what my Western Star had a 13 speed.
I drove one of them with two shifters there, and coming through the floorboard.
Mhm.
So
Now, a Mac, the 3 and a 5, that's different. That's different. You do those individually, but them 5 and a 4, 6 and a 4s. I
mhm.
never drove a 6 and a 4 yet, but same thing as a 5 and a 4. You got one extra.
I remember seeing those trucks with the three shifters in them. Well, I'll tell you that. I bet that
I never
took
seen
some
one of
doing.
them.
Yeah, I think Mac had that.
Mac had the 3 and 5.
Yeah, but I've seen them in Macs before, in those really older ones.
Yeah, I don't like those old Maxidine
Where the
transmissions.
cab basically is really narrow and sits basically in the middle, just about.
That's
Hmm.
your half cab.
Yeah, you're
You got the driver, I mean the passenger seat out of there. They
one.
ugly coming down the road.
Oh, they are ugly.
Well, I mean
One
they're not really ugly. They look funny.
one stacked back with a window in the back, looking at a
Yeah.
bulldog's ass all day.
Uh,
Yee-hoo!
yeah.
Didn't Jerry Reed have a song?
Yeah,
Hit
Hit him
I'm
in the
in
nuts
the
with a stump twin.
stop twin.
I'm in the nuts with a stump. Oh yeah, hit him in the head with a stump. That's all he got left is alligator bit it.
I see him walking around the trailer, looking every once in a while at it, but
Man, that convoy or those convoys are getting huge down there. Convoy, Save Our Borders.
uh-huh.
Man, Arizona, they got one. That must be they going to Nogales there because that's what one of the main point of entries is in Nogales,
Uh-huh.
Arizona, and then one in Texas. This guy, this coin collector, he's going down there. Wait, is it coin collector or mechanic guy? Who was that earlier? Lucky Seven Mud Mowers. Lucky Seven Mud Mowers. He's going to join the convoy. He's going in his regular vehicle, I guess. Unless he owns a truck that I didn't know about. He's going to the one in Texas. It's going to take him 23 hours to meet up with him. Something like that. 22, 23 hours to meet up with him. What's up, JW?
JWC Tech, what's going on?
What's going on, bud?
That's smoke. That Smokey and the Bandit truck, that Twin Sticks garage build is sweet. Yeah. I
Oh, the
I would
KW that Terry
love
Reed was driving.
to have his W9.
Well, you haven't, Shannon? Oh yeah, it's legit, man. They're all they're getting
They
really
got,
big, like what Boo was saying.
yeah, they got three of them, 3 points of entry they're going to. When California, California, one in Arizona, one in Texas. He said the main one in Texas. I don't know which one he's going to. They got several. They got Laredo, El Paso, Brownsville, and McAllen. McAllen, Texas. That's where Reynosa's at. Brownsville is Matamoros. El Paso is Juarez. And Laredo is Laredo.
Bible.
Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta. I've gotta.
What's up, Shy? How you doing?
Oh, hey, look at here.
Yeah, I've gotta hook the trailer. So
Her hair wasn't all messed up or nothing.
no,
Oh, you got your trailer done?
no. But I've got a hook to it. I don't know why I got a hook to it, but I got a hook to it.
I want you to move it. What's the matter with it? Back brakes? I mean, the brakes on it or something? Or
No, something with the axles.
Then what the
what,
hell
it
was
started
that
making
hook up
noise on you or something?
Started throwing sparks.
Ooh.
Transmission, JWC Tech,
Uh-huh.
and then a whole nother list of stuff it needs. It needs a lot of work. So
Front end?
no front end work.
Damn.
It needs transmission, needs exhaust manifold. Well, while I'm in there, might as well double check the turbo. Need to check some lights out. He's got some new rims and tires in the bed that need to put on. I'm gonna do a full oil change on it, and the way the oil was out of that transmission and T case, I'm gonna check the rear end and the front end and make sure that oil is in good shape.
Hey, you remember Richard Ardoin, huh, Johnny?
Who?
Richard Ardoin.
Yeah.
His truck's in pieces at Warren's shop in Church Point. Right outside of Church Point. Anyway, here's the story. Richard Ardoin, a friend of me and Johnny's, lifelong
His
friend.
red truck?
Yeah, his red Dodge. He bought it from his nephew with 27,000, I think, 17,000 or 27,000 miles. He didn't drive it much. He had a work truck, so that was his pleasure truck, but it still rode hard. Man, them short wheelbase Dodges, they ride hard. Anyway, not long after he got it, 2 months after, he went for an oil change or something at Manuals. They said, or alignment. They said you need a new front end. And like, what? Yep, need a new front end. All the parts. I guess I don't know if they didn't realize how many miles it had on it. But he did it. He paid for it. Then something else. They say you need this. So he did that. The truck was. I don't know if they was trying to make money on that old
Yeah,
man or
that's what
what.
they were doing.
And so he lost ground somewhere. His motor killed. He lost a ground somewhere. He brought it to his Peter-in-laws, his ex-wife's boyfriend, and he couldn't find it. Well, he had brought it over here to Turner's, Conoco.
Yeah.
They couldn't find it. He had it towed there. Well, they picked it up. They towed it. And it's a little mechanic shop in town. They change parts and stuff. They're not real big on like finding grounds, lost grounds, and all that. Like South Main Auto up in New York. Eric, I think his name
Mhm.
is. And so he had it towed to his Peter-in-laws over there, and he could not find it. Got fenders off, the beds off. There's parts in all kind of, and he's looking for that lost ground somewhere. He totally got. He just went and bought him a new car, brand new car, and they screwed him on that free lifetime oil changes. The $2,600 charge for all changes, so it wasn't free. It was tacked in the sale price. His daughter got that taken out, but they screwed him on a few other things.
Here, I had this a while back with a customer done the ball joints and wheel bearings, and I said, "Well, now it's done. You got to get it you got to bring it in somewhere for an alignment," which he did. And then he calls me. He says, "Didn't you do the ball joints on that?" I said, "Yeah." Well, here they're saying it needs new ball joints.
Ooh.
I said, "Well, it sounds to me they're trying to screw you over."
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, "Well, if you want to talk to my mechanic who replaced the ball joints, you're more than welcome to." And I hear him over the phone, "No, no, that's not necessary."
Yeah. Yeah, JW Dodge, man, they rough riders. They are. They had Teddy Roosevelt in mind when they made the suspensions on them trucks. My Dodge Sport, short wheelbase, V6 in it. That same truck Richard had, but it was red. His was 3 years newer than mine. He didn't have no miles on that thing. And they told him he needed a new front end. He's like, "Well, do it." He's got naive, gullible.
Yeah, we
He
got a
should have
shop
called
here.
me and told me that. I'd have said, "Don't let him do that."
Yeah,
Got a brand new truck.
we got a shop here in town that does quite a bit of that kind of stuff. Just screwing people over like that.
Oh man, oh man, my Dodge was a rough rider.
I always thought Fords were pretty rough, so Dodge is worse.
Them two Dodges there, and Dodge trucks all around. And then, man, the front ends, you can hear them squeak. Going down the road, you can hear them squeak. I know when a Dodge is coming down the road if I hear them squeaking. It don't take long neither. I could hear Missy turning the corner and coming straight. Neek, neek, neek. At that time. East Coast Ken. Well, this was a 90. Mine was a 97, and his was either 2000 or 2001, but the same exact truck as mine. Had the V6 in it, Magnum.
I agree with you, Ken. I stick to my old junk.
And like I said, his nephew had it, and that was his personal truck going to town or whatever, going to a wedding or whatever. Drive up in a nice new red truck. Everybody can see that bright red truck. And no miles on it hardly.
Yeah, they probably screwed him over.
Yeah. I mean, the truck doesn't even have 50,000 miles on it because Richard never went nowhere and he babies his stuff. He
Yeah.
asks him to take you somewhere in town. Oh, no. No, I ain't doing that. He wasn't one just to traîner the roads, we call it in France. Traîner man. Yeah, trucks in pieces. I said, hell, put an ad in the paper. Or get on Facebook on your computer and put it in there. $1,000. At least you get some of your money back.
He still has the truck?
Yeah, still at the mechanic shop, all apart.
If it's really a ground problem, the only thing you have to do is just grab a jumper cable.
Grab a jumper cable.
Yeah. And hook it up and use that as a ground cable and move it around.
Oh, yeah.
Then you know real quick what's what, and then you know real quick where you have to look.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could get the wiring diagram on it in a book. They don't have the wiring diagram in a service manual you buy from AutoZone. Look up the different grounds, where the grounds go to, like the bed ground or whatever, the engine ground from the cab to the frame. They're all going to be going to the frame, more than likely. Because your engine ground, that goes to the frame.
Yeah, Denson. If you know you got a ground problem on your vehicle, grab a set of jumper cables, and use your let's say your black handles on your jumper cables as a ground, and move it around.
Yeah, go from where it's supposed to be grounded to where it's supposed to be grounded.
Well, but if it's an engine ground, so if you hook it up to the engine to the frame, or from the from the frame to the battery, and then you got no more problems, then you know it's an engine ground. So if you can't find it, guess what? You can always make one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
make you another one. Yeah, a different
Right.
one. Put it on there, and
Yeah.
hell with the other one. Yeah. Well, I guess this mechanic didn't think about that.
Hey, Backwoods, how are you?
What's up, Backwoods?
I mean, that's how I done it before, and like I said, now you know real quick if you're missing an engine ground or a ground frame or anything like that.
Cab ground.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's buddy, Aaron, he lost the ground on his truck. And didn't you find it, or you was trying to find it?
No, it was on his riding lawnmower.
No, on his bed of his truck. Remember you took the bed off one time to change the fuel pump in Aaron's truck?
Yeah.
Didn't he lose the ground a year later or before that or after that or something? A light wasn't working? Or the lights would, headlights would come on and the tail lights would come on.
Yeah, his cousin work fixed that though.
Okay. So he found out where it was losing ground. Okay. That's an old truck. That's a
method. Better believe it, full wave.
That was a 92 Chevy there. The one with the first dash style that came out when they changed the design in 80.
Yeah, that's where you got the black dash with the white gauges.
Yeah, and you had a row of switches down right to the right of the pan instrument cluster. On the dash, you had a little row of light switches and stuff or whatever. That was that style, like a 80. I think his is a 90. Aaron's is a 90.
Uh, Something like that. I don't remember the exact year.
Oh man, and he's got a Regal. Is that a Buick Regal he's got? That car?
I think so.
That thing's like a 79, 78, 79 Regal. Man, everybody stops and asks him if he wants to sell that car. It's one of the old classics. No, I don't want to sell it. It was his mama's car and it stayed parked. So from 79 to '04, how many years is that? 80, that's 20. That's the car is 44, 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And been setting for I don't know how long when his mama passed away. And
For years.
yeah, 20 years, maybe 18 years has been setting. So you know that gas in that tanks. You got to drop the tank or something.
All right, guys, I'm heading back into the house.
Yeah. Appreciate you
Come on,
coming on, Country Mile. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, bud.
Theo.
I saw you were alone, like I said, and then I'm like, man, I need to give him a little support. So here you are.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I,
See you Sunday, Theo.
All right,
I should.
everybody, take care. Have a good week. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and support the region here. So make sure you subscribe. So everybody, thank you for coming out, and thank you for coming out, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace
All right.
out.
Peace.
See y'all later.
No, it's just Theo leaving.
Hey,
Uh,
backwoods. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, the technician needed me. That's why I was off screen. They can't really find anything. They said it's probably one of those freak things that happened. That something maybe got stuck in there and it just needed to be released. So we'll see if it happens again. If it does, well,
or they think they got it straightened out.
yeah,
Oh,
we see.
then
If not,
I think
it throws sparks again. I'm just gonna let it go up in flames.
I seen one little video today of oh, it's doing something, and and they bring it in, and there was a truck driver on a flatbed. He says, one of my set of tires ain't turning. Well, they had a strap, big 4-inch wide strap, load strap. It was built in on the truck, on the bed of the truck, ratchet strap. Uh, gear strap, whatever you want, ratchet strap. Hey, Gleason News, what's up? And all
Hey, Gleason.
the spool was empty. It was all wrapped around in between the two tires. No, behind the inside tire. It was wrapped around the axle right there. No wonder they wasn't moving.
Mhm.
He had what's that, around 15 foot, 20 foot of strap
Mm-hmm.
wrapped
Hey,
around in the
right. I don't know. It's just some of the mechanics down here are kind of iffy. I know some of the service guys that come out on the roadside. Golly, I know if you didn't hear me before when I was explaining it to Theo, the first guy that came out when we were sitting on the side of the road, his uh his air compressor didn't work. The strobes on his truck didn't work. He wasn't ready to do anything. I don't even know why he came out.
yeah.
The second guy didn't have chains to chain the axles up. I don't know why he came out without being prepared because we told We told the roadside crews when they before they even came up what we needed to do. It became a 12-hour ordeal.
Yeah, you ended up just crippling in the trailer to the next mechanic or what?
No, we finally got the tow truck out there, and a another service guy. The tow truck driver had the service guy pull the tire rim off, so he can wrap a chain around the axle and yank it and hold it up
Okay,
to kill that back axle back there.
okay.
And then he actually towed the trailer to the shop for us.
Well, you could have did that.
Yeah, I know, but it was his chains.
Oh, okay.
He was he was already on site, so 12 hours later, we finally get to the shop, and then well over 36 hours here, and they finally managed to get to the trailer.
Dang.
Yeah. Needless to say, this breakdown has cost us almost 48 hours already.
Are you getting any hours downtime on your check?
Uh, yeah, breakdown pay.
Okay, that works. That works.
At
And
least
that's round the clock pay for y'all team.
the city, she called the city's police department and asked them to send an officer out to assist to get people to move over so the mechanics can do their thing that they needed to do. Because coming up I-85 southbound, they didn't want to get over for nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's 170. I think it's like $175 a day
Wow.
for breakdown pay.
Okay, that's not bad. That's for both of y'all or
Yeah,
a piece. Okay,
I think it's for both of us,
better than nothing.
right?
I remember I used to drive and get paid by the hour, and I had to bring in my truck to what was the name of that place in New Iberia? They put them beds, those utility beds, on new vehicles. You know, like for electrician or plumbers or telephone men or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's Gosling in New Iberia, Dutch Gosling. That's it. I don't know how I remember that, man. I was 25 years old, but I had to be with the truck, and I forget what was wrong with the truck. It was something to do with the fifth wheel or something. But they asked me to bring the truck in. It didn't happen while I was driving it or something. They just asked me to bring that truck in, and I did.
Right.
And uh, I slept all day while I was working on the truck. I slept in the truck in the sleep in the I had a single sleeper on it. I slept. I needed some rest anyway.
All right,
It was just a
all
local
right,
thing. I was
Shannon
hauling
and
cane
Ken.
with it.
Mhm.
Take it easy,
Shannon and
Kent.
Ken, thank y'all for popping in. Always appreciated.
I mean that mechanic shop and welding shop and whatever they did in that shop, that was a well-run company right there. When they had a
Mhm.
horn in there or a bell, when the bell went off, it was break time. And when the bell rung again, break was over. And then lunch, the bell rang for lunch. And then at 2:30, something like that, 3, whatever, the bell rang again, another break.
Mhm.
Bell rang again, break time's over. Them guys there, they were serious about their business in that big shop. and a
Yeah.
huge shop too. I mean, you could put 6 18-wheelers in there, 6 trucks, no trailer, just a truck. But you could put a trailer in there if you wanted. They had 6 big trucks you could put in there. I think 5 regular size, like 1 tons, to put those beds on, or 3/4 tons to put the beds on, those utility beds. They call them coing beds, I think. COEING, I think. Those
Mhm.
utility beds. That's the ones they put on. Yeah, they can do shit. Like I said, they had room for 5 or 6 of those 3/4 tons. They could put out like 12 beds a day on trucks, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
They could do two, each team, 2 guys could do 2 trucks a day. So that was 5 or 6, 10 or 12 beds a day they could install on trucks. Each team
Damn.
of 2, or, get an extra one person if they needed it, they could do 2 trucks a day. Take the beds off, put the new one on, install it, make sure everything's right. Probably do 3.
Mhm.
They had all the overhead uh, hoists that could go from one end of the shop to the other, curve out, do on them tracks. All kind of overhead tracks in that shop for lifting stuff. Oh, chain hoist, 2 ton, 3 ton hang chain hoist, maybe more, maybe 8 ton. Never know.
But yep. You ready to go ahead and shut this thing down for the night? Because they're getting ready to start putting the trailer back together. And once they do that, I can get myself back on the road.
There you go.
We'll be in Louisiana sometime tomorrow. At some point tomorrow.
Wait,
We'll be
ain't you
coming
going?
across I-10.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, we're headed to Houston.
okay. Well, I was gonna meet you at the Rice Palace in
Unfortunately.
Crowley, but can't do that now.
No.
We was gonna bring Johnny, and all that, and then we was gonna make a trip to Harbor Freight after we saw you. Well, you could have rode with us to Harbor Freight. It's not but a half a mile off the interstate in Crowley. The new
Right.
one, they put that one there last year, last May, I think, and they got a huge sale going on right now. A huge liquidation sale at Harbor Freight. I done got
Yeah,
30 emails in the last 3 days from them.
they're saying all the 2023 tools are being liquidated,
Yeah, big
or
big
or
sale.
something like that.
We was gonna go over there and meet you at Rice Palace, and then after that we'd have went, or we could have made the trip together. Whatever, could have rode with us.
Of course, Harbor Freight's always got big sales.
Yeah, but this is a big one.
Mhm.
Need a Cajun and a Raging Cajun Harbor Freight live stream. Yeah, we could have did that. Yeah,
Right?
most definitely we could have did it, but we can't do it now. I ain't got no way to get to Crowley. Not
Yeah,
with a
and
busted engine.
I can't put 2 more people in here.
Well, that'd have to be 3. Me, Johnny, and Missy.
Oh, 3 more people. Yeah, that'd be a little cramped with three
Well, you
people
got to
sitting
sleep.
back here on a bed. With 3 people sitting back here on a bed with a dog and a cat, and then another one over here, then me driving or her driving or one of us.
Oh, that ain't nothing. Yeah, some locations better than others. This one easy to get to. brand new. Yeah, well, 8 months old or whatever, and half a mile from the interstate.
Mhm.
Easy in, easy out. Used to be the old Kmart over there. The old Kmart in Crowley.
Mhm. Hey, Twisted Mopar Garage, you come in right at the end of the stream, brother.
Yeah, right when we were fixing the jet out. What's up, Twisted?
Well, if you want to
Oh,
do
shit.
your outro, I'll do mine.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, well, appreciate the link. Appreciate you having me up. Good seeing you again as always. Everybody in the chat right there. Everybody in the chat right there. Good
Mhm.
seeing y'all again. And y'all know the routine is good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Pluton. Oh, yeah, I'm going live Wednesday at 7. So meet y'all there.
All right, stick around. Everybody in
Say bye,
chat,
Johnny.
Bye, everybody.
thank y'all for popping up for the first monetize live stream of this channel. It's been a long one, been a long time coming. Finally hit that, finally hit that mark where I can get the channel monetized and everything. Couldn't have done it without all my subscribers and people watching videos. I sure do thank y'all. Y'all don't know what it means to me. Channel's still growing. We'll keep it growing. Remember, March we'll have a good sized channel giveaway. I could have it next month, but I want to give it a good 30 days, 30, 45 days so I can get some really good giveaways up on there. We'll do that in March. Um, I'm going to try like hell every week to do at least a 1 or 2 hour live stream. Not promising anything, but I'm going to try like hell because everybody knows what I do. I'm an over the road truck driver and don't get a lot of downtime, but when I have it, we will certainly have a live stream up. No matter what the topic is, just remember we do have rules on this stream. Nothing like Ed the Old Tech Guy stream, but try to keep it PG for the kids, just in case they're in the background watching. Uh, Try to keep the politics out. That's almost a big no-no for YouTube. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are. Hulk smash that like button. Definitely make sure you ring that bell and turn on all notifications so you get notified for next videos, live streams, or giveaways. Cajun, thank you for coming up. I had to make sure I had you on the panel tonight for this one. This live stream was pretty much a, what do you call that? Uh,
A success.
yeah, success, but a milestone live stream for the channel.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
And you've been pretty much a panel member since day one, and I really do appreciate it. But
Yeah.
but until next time, guys, y'all keep those wheels spinning, you beavers grinning, and we will definitely catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Pluton.